My child has severe constipation and often has issues with overflow, so this is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So basically with the overflow, we need to treat it with the disinfection, and then start on the maintenance with various things. But it's a lot of things. It's making sure there's enough fluid in the diet, there's enough fibre, there's the regular toileting, and we've got the whole team involved here. But also too, it's regular follow-up, and I think that's sometimes where general practice is not so strong. You really need to catch up with people every week or two initially to see how things are going and adjust things. And often the medication, if we were using something like lactulose, needs to be adjusted, and the family needs to know how to adjust it to get to the type of bowel motion that we're aiming for, a soft snake sort of thing. And so there needs to be regular follow-up. But there's there's the public health nurses in the school, but also too the health coaches in a number of practices can be involved in that. So it's a team approach, but making sure the family understands, because the family's actually providing 90% of the care and treatment. So making sure the whānau knows what they're supposed to be doing.
Absolutely, and with a lot of families and whānau that we work with as well, I come across quite a few that feel quite guilty for what's happened to their child. And constipation is not necessarily diet related or physical activity or fluid. They all play a really important role in a healthy bowel, but all that it can take is a child that doesn't feel comfortable going to the toilet at whether school, preschool, public toilet, and then they forcefully hold on, and then by the time they get home they then poo and it's dried out and it's sore. And so then what ends up happening, it's what we call a bit of a cycle, is that they then don't want to poo again because that hurt me last time. So they get into this cycle and it gets really, really painful and uncomfortable for them. So it's about trying to remove that, and it's more about having the conversations about how we can wrap around and support your child to feel comfortable again to use the toilet.
Just going back on the visits to the doctor, to the GP, in regards of the child having constipation, can't stress it enough about just because it's everyday life for the parent doesn't mean that you need to kind of give short answers, sugarcoat it. Oh yeah, my daughter, she was okay, it's okay, the laxatives are okay, blah blah. The doctor needs details. Because do you know what? There are multiple laxatives out there that do different things, and all it takes is for you to be honest and, hey, it's actually not working. Wow, we'll put you on something else, and then we're on to the go.
Or they don't like the taste. There's some really basic things. So like you say, there's lots of different things, but nice clear communication. And often you don't have to come in because that's a hassle. A lot of this can be done over the phone, these adjustments. So,
And that's where that bowel diary comes in handy as well.
The bowel diary.
And you don't have to have a formal template for it. You can jot it down on your phone or a piece of paper, but especially if you're on that laxative medication as well, what we find helpful is to not only look at the frequency that they're going, what it looks like, but also how much medication you gave them, because then you've got that visual aid to take with you when you go back to the GP or have those consults, that you can talk about how much medication and what the result was with that as well.
100%, because when I'm going to the doctor, I'm kind of filling in bits that I can't remember, and it might be severe to someone else, but for me, because it's everyday life, I'll just kind of, it wasn't that bad, but you know what, if I had written it down, I remember, it was a little bit out of the blue, So yeah, the writing it down is good.